not handing out the contracts anymore?
No, they're not.
At least we don't know about it.
And the other thing I want to point out about these pirates.
Somali pirates, you're not right.
Did you drink to that?
I did have
something going on.
Somali pirates, do not fight.
The other thing I wanted to say about the pirates is
we are pirates who don't do anything. That's the little nod to the kids.
Is that they are pirates? They're not terrorists. They're pirates.
Semantics, Troy, isn't it?
No, it's not semantics.
I'm a terrorist. I'm a pirate. Pirate.
No. I think there are two different things. These guys.
You see the sticker has a pirate on it. A little pirate.
They don't even have a pirate flag. But they do. They're doing something illegal. They're hijacking ships. They're getting ransom. They got people kidnapped. But they're not, blowing up ships.
Well, see, I fault George Bush with the terrorist stick. Everybody who causes terror is a terrorist, right? So a war against terrorists is almost redundant because it's like a war against people who are doing bad things. Like, and there's always a war against that. Like a criminal, if someone hits you upside the head, then I'm against that. Everyone's against that.
Right.
So that whole false sense of terrorist and all stuff.
Fitting it into a terrorist, I think that's a little extreme.
I don't know, Troy. If you were hijacked, when you
hear Bill O'Reilly call these guys.
Well, Bill O'Reilly's a bag of wind.
I'm just saying. I don't. It's easy when you simply hear statements like that to lump some guys who are holding ships hostage, people hostage, lump them into the terrorist category. I don't think it's quite that easy.
Well, that's the Fox George W. Bush technique of creating labels to fire us all up and make us hate each other. And they did a good job of it. The code words, Troy. It's a code word.
I'm giving some pushback.
Terrorists.
I'm giving pushback.
Terrorists. What is that? Terrorist, code word. Muslim.
Okay.
Liberal.
We got a note from Gigi.
Okay, hi Gigi.
Gigi says we look more polished this week. But Mark, you should calm down or take off the jacket.
I know it's the jacket. The jacket is the conservative. It's a secret weapon used by the conservative right to make us all fired up. Had a sweatsuit on, I'm laid back. Put this tight jacket on, and I'm crazy.
So is your airflow is decreased.
Right. That's my arm. See, the suit. I'm okay. Normally, the way things fit, it's the arms of suits that make me crazy, Troy.
Okay. Let's see. John has a question for us. What do we think about the first dog, Bo?
Yeah, I like it. I love those
Portuguese
dogs.
water dog.
I love those Portuguese water dogs.
And then the question is, who gets to clean up after Bo?
Barack's crack-addicted brother. In the choir this week.
The one that tried to get into England.
Yeah, he's going. Hey man, I need you to help out of the.
Well, did you hear what he did? For those that don't know, his half brother tried to enter the UK to fly to the United States around the inaugural time. So he had a letter. This letter, please allow my brother into the UK, signed Barack Obama. Something crazy like that. And they were like, hey, wait a minute. This doesn't look like his signature. So they detained him, and he's got some other charges that.
I love that though. You gotta have family. You gotta have some bad eggs in the family. Remember, Jimmy Carter had Billy. You gotta have Barack needs a foil, comedic for the Flavor Flav. He needs a Flavor Flav of his family that we can pin all,
Well, I think we found him.
What's his name? Michael Obama?
I forgot.
Yeah. I think Barack only met him like once. Everybody.
There is a picture of them together, but it was in 1983.
You know that one picture you visited the relatives down in Mississippi? We've all been there. Met him 1 or 2 times, and then things get good.
You don't see him again until.
I got a call from
Big Mama's funeral.
Yeah, it's like, that's when my dad died. It happened to me. I went to see family. They're like, the father was some kind of guy. When was the last time you saw him? 37 years ago.
He was a child then.
He died at 39.
He was
special.
He was special. Even at 2, he was special. All right, Steve, we got anything else? You can leave a comment as we stream live here on the BaltimoreSun.com.
And I promise to calm down too.
It's too late. Half the show is over.
It's what? Is it going that quick?
No, I'm just.
It is. It's 12:30 already.
I'm joking.
Shout outs to all my family members who are listening and watching in Springfield, Illinois. Keep up the good work in Springfield. There's nothing going on there. This is it. This is big news.
What do you think about? Have you watched any baseball yet?
Haven't watched a lot of baseball this season. You know,
You've been watching them sorry Nationals, haven't you?
no. I don't think the Nationals are going to really make it.
No. The Orioles looking good this year.
I hate to say it, yeah. I don't think the Nationals are going to make it. I think the people who tried to like be excited about the Nationals, who actually lived in DC, are like slowly coming back over.
Come on home
to the Orioles, because it's almost like I don't know if this experiment is really going to work.
2 years from now, they'll be back in Montreal.
Yeah, I get a feeling it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We had the. See, I left my list in the car. This rain made me late today, Troy. I'm so fired up.
What?
By
the way, Baltimore looks good on the Orioles road jersey.
And if we continue this live, we understand we're gonna have some tickets and stuff to start, adding to the show also.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Definitely.
Lonnie in the ATL.
What's up, ATL? What's up, A-Town? Hey, what's up, A? You know what's A-Town stomp? What's going on?
Atlanta. What is up with Barack's aunt, the one that won't leave the country?
Would you go? I wouldn't leave either.
She can be deported. She could be deported. She got another year, right? To stick around, something like that.
I don't even know. I think all the Obamas should be allowed to stay in our country. Why not?
Give him a pass. Huh?
Give him a pass, man. Did Grandma go back? Where's Grandma at? Where's Grandma?
She lives in Kenya.
Didn't she come over?
She came for the inauguration.
And then just flew back?
And went back.
Yeah, well, I guess Grandma gotta go. You gotta go too. Sorry.
No, she didn't. She wasn't planning on staying.
Grandma just was gonna go back to the village.
She came. She came and went. What do you think about Rob Blagojevich going to reality television?
It works. He's a good-looking guy. He's got big hair. He's crazy. He's wild. The ratings would be through the roof.
He's going to be in a show called "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here." A show that's going to be filmed in Costa Rica. I would imagine. It's going to air on NBC.
That's bad, but he should just be in Chicago, local access.
Oh, he'll be back home just in time to get those 19 counts.
Yes.
You like reality TV?
I like reality TV. I like Survivor, because you always wonder what would you do. I mean, I would do it for the weight loss benefits. Lose 40 pounds. You might lose your spleen, but still, I think the American Idol. Did you see the lady on American Idol on what is it? Britain Has Talent. What's the name of the show that Simon also does?
Yes.
Is it Britain Has Talent?
The woman who claims to have never been kissed.
Yes, and we see why. The funny thing, that show is obviously through the roof, and it seems like though American Idol was based on that show, American Idol just seems so much better. But I am biased because I never got the whole British thing. But anyway.
Well, I think the thing that's interesting is most of these shows, most of these reality shows, came from the UK.
Yeah.
And we just take them and act like they're ours.
And rumor is that Simon may be leaving after next season, Troy.
Really? Well,
I know that concerned you a lot.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I don't know.
I hate American Idol.
Because you're a hater.
I just
most watched show on television, Troy doesn't like.
I just have issue with reality television. I think, and Mark, we talked.
We're reality television. Two washed-up DJs try to make it in this new form of media.
Yeah, but if we fight, it's going to be real.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be real. It's not going to be staged.
I don't know. How much we get if we fight?
Pay you guys.
There you go.
We're going to make more?
That's coming from the tribute.
Oh, never mind. I'm going to sit right here.
Shake too much up.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of reality television, but I think my issue probably is just because people consume entertainment so much, and they don't pay attention to really important issues at all. There's no balance.
That's true.
That's right. That's my only.
That has been Troy's beef.
That's
God
beef for a long time.
12 years. People need to pay more attention.
Well, they do, because the people that are usually bitching about things being wrong, when it finally is rolling downhill and getting ready to hit them.
But see, then you get these Tea Party people, and they're complaining, I prefer to watch American Idol. You know what I'm saying?
That's just one complaint.
I'm just saying, Now, back to the show, Troy, which is the most watched show on television. Simon may be leaving. Aren't you upset about that? Who do you think? I think your boy George would be a good replacement.
Boy George can't,
Somebody in the music industry that you respect.
Enough.
Who needs a job? Give me somebody you think would be good, Troy. Simon's always the realist. He's very critical. He's, who's somebody?
Is his critique? Well, I
yes,
know he's
accurate.
critical, but
yes, it's pretty accurate. Yes.
Well,
who'd you go with?
If you're talking about a reality TV show,
yes, who'd you go with?
And something that needs a star power.
Yes.
Somebody who's a legitimate
Give it to us.
Music expert. And you want to make a big splash?
Yes.
Get Michael Jackson.
That's good.
Get Michael Jackson.
That would be
finally someplace he can go and have makeup on and nobody's going to worry about it.
That's very good. That is a good call, man. Michael Jackson, that would change the game.
Yeah.
He gets back in front of television. People get to see his weirdness, but they do respect his music. Yeah, that's a good call, man.
See?
Wow.
I didn't say I was devoid of talent. I just said that, I think there's too much out there. Trevin sends us a message. Miss you both.
Miss you too, Trevin.
Yeah, I miss us because we're right here.
Well, they mean miss us for real.
I know. And Javenson?
I got the French checking in.
Asks a question. Why aren't two talented brothers like you on air somewhere in the city of Baltimore?
Man, you know why? That damn Ricky Smiley. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you do have talented people. Mm-hmm. I think Mickey's super talented, not even
Mickey and Amelia.
Mickey and Amelia talented.
Yeah, very talented.
After that, as far as morning shows,
there really aren't too many local morning shows.
If you're not, Mickey and Amelia, everybody else, they should call us.
Yeah, they should. They should, but will they?
Because you think about it. Number one, and I think this shows that it's not just a black thing. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But it's not just a black thing. We are well-rounded. We're not gonna beg for a job though, because we got Steve here at the Sun who's got our back.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Someone's calling for Steve.
How about what's going on with Bobby Brown?
Well, there's internet pictures of Bobby Brown, who, the good news is, one source was like, shows Bobby, says, hey, looks like he's finally shook the crack thing because he's gained weight. He kind of looks like a normal, almost 40-year-old guy,
What, overweight?
Yeah, then other
TV?
Right. Other sites are like, when the checks stop coming in, they got him posted up there. I think it's a good thing. Bobby's got a belly. He's kind of looking chubby. Yeah, kind of like me.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Does he have on a sports jacket?
No, he has on a shirt that says something stupid, but I think he just had a baby. Didn't his girlfriend have a baby or something like that? One of the, Whitney, rumored to be messing with Ray J and all that stuff, and they has a new young beau. Look at Troy. So we got entertainment questions now, Troy. It's very interesting.
A little bit of everything.
Have we missed anything? Rihanna, the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. Chris Brown was seen recently with what's the Pussycat doll, one of those Pussycat chicks. Mm-hmm. And apparently, I saw a story where it said Rihanna's drinking her problems away, and Chris Brown's also drinking his problems away. I hope they don't get back together.
Well, maybe they're going in opposite directions.
I had an idea. Rihanna does an anthem right now. A strong anthem about being strong and not taking abuse. Get it produced by T-Pain and Neil. Isn't that a no-brainer?
Because that's what happened.
What? No, I'm saying she moves on. Like moving on. This could be called I'm moving on.
Great.
You must be strong.
How about
don't let a man punch you in the face?
How about doing a PSA and saying,
Don't
how about speaking out on domestic violence?
That would be good. That would be perfect right now.
Yeah.
Don't let a man punch you in the face in a Lamborghini. They should ban Lamborghinis.
It's not the Lamborghini's fault.
See, back to the Tea Party.
Gigi says, why not let
See?
Barack Obama's aunt stay. The 80-year-old Nazi is still
okay.
here.
Okay.
So
if the Jews let the Nazi guy stay, why can't she stay?
Gia asks a question. Any consideration to adding a female to the mix? I'm available.
Gia, have you seen our check?
Yeah. This show isn't even an hour long.
Yeah,
we don't have room. I got a sad.
We're not against it.
I got a sad.
Just have to be naked, Gia. Naked, you can come on.
Yeah. I got a sad story, but this.
You blogged about this too. I saw this.
This is ridiculous. The Taliban, the United States military is ramping up again to go back into the Taliban. They publicly killed a young couple that tried to run away and get married. This was reported by the BBC yesterday. 21-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman shot dead in front of a mosque in the southwestern part of the country. A fatwa or a decree was issued by local religious leaders, and
nicely done, by the way.
Thank you.
A fatwa.
So here's what happened. They were traced by militants after they tried to go to Iran. They were made to return to their village, and then they were brought to a mosque and shot and killed in front of the mosque in public. In public.
That's what they do.
Now, the Taliban ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001, and the very strict interpretation of Sharia law, which says in certain Islamic law says that you do certain things, there are consequences, there are punishments.
Yeah.
Some of them include death, but we're talking about law that was written quite a while ago. So now these honor killings, there have even been some in the United States, have been cropping up, and now they're cropping up in Afghanistan again. There's certain areas of Afghanistan that are really entrenched with the Taliban. The government can't get to those places and stop situations like this. But we're talking about some stories that may not see the light of day.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not have heard about that. It's a sad story. I hope that we can, now that we're refocusing our effort in Afghanistan, that we can turn things around there. But that's just a sad story.
It's interesting, Troy. Now, it's interesting because do you think it's our business to tell people what's right or wrong within their religious confines? Do you think, from an outsider's point of view, that you say, hey, you can't do that? I mean, is that what it should be about?
I think it goes kind of back to your tax people. When there's injustice, then you should speak out. I do know that that's a gray area, but I think our whole reason for being in Afghanistan in the first place, obviously, is because the Taliban is responsible for those attacks in the United States. So we have a vested interest in getting rid of a rogue, government. I think that's where our efforts should have been focused in the first place before we had gone to Iraq.
So we're saying that the Taliban all aspects of the Taliban were responsible for it, or was it a sect of the Taliban that was responsible for it? An extremist?
I haven't had a chance to interview Osama bin Laden.
You know what I mean? I think that's what you just said was interesting, because I think a lot of people didn't realize that the Taliban were in power as a political power
in terms of running the government.
A lot of people felt that they were just a bunch. These people were just some radical people who did this against us. So it kind of speaks to, I think, the ignorance of, again, us understanding every aspect of a very complex issue. From who are the Taliban? Was the group that who was claimed responsibility for 9/11? Was that just a total group? Was it a sect of that group? Was it? And so it does raise a lot of questions. And just like that story, while it's outrageous and it's terrible, some people would say the same thing about the death penalty, abortion. So it does create a very, very
good point.
tough. And then you throw on top of it like an arm. As I started off with the Tea Party kind of being, over the top. That's kind of how we do in the United States with our talk shows. We kind of like, take an issue. We talk really loud about it.
Mm-hmm.
We make people emotional about it,
right?
And then people leave it like, yeah, that's how I feel about it. And so I apologize for doing that. Actually, it was an experiment today.
What were you experimenting?
I was actually making fun of, and I hope that no one got offended.
Is this a disclosure later on?
No, I mean I think that's kind of how we do it in America. People, something that you always have encouraged people to do, and that is research something and have your own mind about it. Yeah. Don't be swayed by somebody loud talking to you or making fun of you
in a
tight jacket. We always encourage that. Do your own research. I think the thing is, what ends up happening is it is a complex issue. Everything is. Yeah. If you have something you feel fired up about, go ahead and do your thing. Tea Party and all you people.
And if you disagree with somebody, don't pull out a sword and fight them. Did you hear about this?
Fight them with your tongue.
Did you hear about the story?
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Man dies after sword fight.
Yeah.
After a sword fight. This is 2009.
That's Springfield. That sounds like something would happen in
This is close.
Close, yeah.
Indianapolis.
That's a Midwest thing.
A man died.
That's somebody who would have went to my junior college, Lincoln Land Community College.
A man died Monday in Indianapolis after he was stabbed in a sword fight with the grandson of a woman who also was fatally stabbed when she tried to break it up. She didn't have her armor on. Apparently, she should have stepped in with her chainmail. It should have been okay.
You were wrong for that.
A 69-year-old man died from complications of a stab wound. So here's what happened. These two guys, a 69-year-old man and a 39-year-old man, get into an argument. The argument escalated. One of the men grabs a sword, prompting the other man to also brandish a sword. On guard! Well, on guard to you too! Can you believe that? I think they should have just gone 10 paces.
It's a Midwest story. Not a lot to do in Indiana or Illinois.
I'm like, wow.
Well, the sad part is apparently the grandmother grabbed a pen.
The pen is mightier than the sword, but not on that day. All right. How much time do we have? We got to wrap it up. All right, we're gonna
grab the pen.
We're gonna get out of here in a moment. The replay will be posted on the blog later today, and make sure you go to the blog.
The grandmother grabbed the pen.
www.baltimoresun.com/Troy and Mark.
Get your taxes in today. All the Tea Party people, I was just playing. Go out there and you celebrate. We may or may not have a celebration here in Baltimore.
Yes.
Is there one in D.C.?
Probably.
Is there any coverage on this thing?
A little bit of coverage.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, someone told me that the media wasn't going to cover it because if they covered it, that's like really cool.
Are you going to wear a jacket next week?
Next week I may, if I can get one. If I can get my arms extended on my jacket, Steve.
Sleeves too tight.
Sleeves too tight.
Leave us some messages and comments.
Make me angry
on the blog, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
This is so we did 3 weeks. Steve, are we going to continue? What are we going to do?
Are we back?
We're continuing?
Yes.
Hey, let us know. It's like American Idol.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, we'll be back, whether you say no or not. So we'll see you next week at 12 noon right here, BaltimoreSun.com.
Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Tea.